times 4, between 65 and 60. So we're looking at $1.20, so 240. So 240, and this is fuzzy, on 17. Okay, and that's probably with the extra. So this pays well over 10%. All right, and this is a REIT. And we like to keep those in our Roth account somewhere where they're tax protected. And you see they're paying $2.72. They're earning 3.36. So they're earning $3. $3. They're giving us back 270. So this is a good thing. Now, how do we find these stocks? Well, we use our old trusty little Yahoo tool here. So if you go to over investing, you can drop down to where it says stocks. And then over here in research tools, there's a thing called stock screener. The reason that's purple is because that's the one I go to a lot. Most of the other stuff I don't go to. I don't go to analysis screeners because they're part of the grand illusion. So we go here to our stock screener. Now, we don't need the basic screener. We're just going to, or we do need just the basic screener. We don't need this fancy one up here. So we take their basic HTML screener. Because remember, everything's a grand illusion. Most of the stuff you don't even need. Category, we don't need that. Index membership, we don't need that. Share price, well, we know how much money we have to invest. So let's say we've got $3,000. So we're going to set this at $30. Because 30 times 100 is 3,000. Okay, 100 is a very important number. We want to try to buy and sell our stocks in groups of 100 because then we can do options on them later on down the road. But for right now, okay, we're just $30 stock. Market cap, I don't care. Dividend yield, well, we're going to set the minimum at 10%. That means we're not going to look at junk. Beta, we don't care. Sales revenue, we don't care. Profit margin, well, that's kind of cool, but we don't really need it right now. We don't need this. We don't need any of that stuff. It's all grand illusion. That's all smoke and mirrors to confuse you and scare you because it's so complicated. So let's find some stocks. Holy cow, there's 88 stocks. Well, that's too many to go through. So let's go back. And the only thing I would change here is I'm going to change my profit margin to 30%. The reason I'm doing that is because if a company has got a 30% profit margin, they're probably not going bankrupt anytime soon. So that's the only thing we changed. And there's still 59 stocks. But that's okay. We're not going to go through all of them. We're going to go from the top down. First one's AGD. And that sounds like a fund. This is a fund. Okay. Now it's claiming 20%. And it's a closed-end fund, which means they don't buy more shares. What they've got is what they've got. And it's only $6. They're claiming $1.32. Well, let's check it. Historical prices, dividends only. Well, that's 11 cents. And it pays monthly. 11 cents monthly. So what was they asking again? $1.32? Okay. That is a 20% return. But this is a closed-end fund. We're not going to closed-end funds now, but closed-end funds, you might want to look them up, do a little bit of due diligence on those. They've got some scary things. They can just give you your money back and call it a dividend. Okay, and you see when you get down here, here's an article you probably want to read. Okay. Well, I didn't do that the way I wanted to. Okay. AGNC is the next one on there. It's $26.94. And, you know, we don't even pay attention to this. The stock is going to go up and down like a little kid jumping on a bed. So it's whatever you paid for at your cost basis. Don't freak out. Don't want to pull out your hair. Dividend yield, 20%. Well, historical prices. Dividends only. And we see it's paying $1.40. It's a quarterly payer. It just got started back here in '08. This is a pretty young fund. And you can see they were trying to get their foot. Now they've got their, now they're settled. Now they're pretty stable. So we check that, should say $5.60. There you go. That's good. Earning $7 per share. That's pretty good. That means they're probably going to have to bump this dividend. This dividend's going to have to go up because 560 is not 90% of 777. So the dividend on this stock is going to go up. Now, we got to do what we call due diligence. Okay? We go to the message boards. Now, these are not experts. These are yahoos. We're on Yahoo, so they're yahoos. There's a couple different types of people on here. There's bashers. And a basher will talk down the stock no matter what. And then you got pumpers. Pumpers talk up the stock no matter what. Now I want you to pay attention to who did the post. Because you'll figure out who's the bashers and who's the pumpers. And you'll even find some guys on here that are really good. Now when you go through here, these ratings do matter. Okay, Kramer drops bomb again. Kramer is such an idiot. I think the dividend is a red flag. I wouldn't want to touch it. Sell it. It's been my experience, if you do the opposite of Kramer, you come out okay 80% of the time. And I don't care if he hears this and he gets mad because he's an idiot. I think he's a pumper, and on one of my earlier videos, I think he's one of the ones that I think he helps manipulate the market with his show. Okay, so Kramer said sell it. That tells me you probably want to buy it. Actually, who sold here? Kramer is not research. Okay, they're going to be, you see a lot of people on the board, a lot of these guys who are in the market every day. We don't listen to Kramer. We don't watch those talking heads on TV because they're going to tell you wrong because they're part of the grand illusion. AGNC book value, that's kind of interests me. Okay. This guy says that the book value of the stock is $25.75, which I don't know that it's true or not. But if so, that means that this stock is trading at a premium. That means the market has emotion and likes the stock better than it's actually worth. Drop of 20% or more by 2011. Freddie and Fannie. And you go through here and you just get a falling like a rock. You just kind of get a general sentiment of the board. Okay, so now let me go through here again because it's very important that you know how to screen. Okay, so first we go to, let's go all the way back to Yahoo Finance. Okay, so we get Yahoo, investing, we go to stocks. From the Stock Research Center, we go to Stock Screener. We take the basic screener. We don't need any of the bells and whistles. The only thing we care about is our share price, which can be anything you got. Our dividend yield, we set at a minimum 10%. And we want to have a profit margin of at least 30%. Nothing else really matters. And yeah, I changed this from 30 to 20 just to see. And we still got 53 stocks that are paying. So you see most of these, you can get stocks as cheap as $6. And here we screen, we won't see anything over $20. So stocks are not really all that expensive. Right now you can buy them at a discount. So, and do your due diligence. Now, the message boards is only one way to do due diligence. You should also do Google searches. If you're going to buy this stock, you should know a little bit about it, and I wouldn't go crazy on it. I do about 10, 15 minutes worth of research on every stock, and that's just doing a search and reading some articles on it. Seriously. We'll go into how to read the charts and stuff later, but that's basically all we do. We screen for it, and we go look at the message boards and see what the general sentiment is of people who actually own the stock or who are interested in the stock. So, Honey Medic, And was practical lesson number 1, how to screen for dividend stocks. Thank you.